Hi friends, welcome back to another video with me. My name is Cotton Candy Doll. If you're new here, welcome. Welcome all. Hello. This is a shifting video. In my last video, I shifted to Resident Evil 2, which is a huge mistake. And I talked about how when I returned to Toshinori's house, how different things would be compared to when I went last time and I received my punishment. So this video is basically going to be like 2-in-1. I compiled my visit there from Valentine's Day when I went there on Sunday night and then into Monday. This video is going to be kind of long. I don't know how long though, so I'm not going to say it's going to be incredibly long because I have no idea. I thought my last video was going to be long and it wasn't really as long as I thought it would be. I guess because sometimes when I talk about stuff, um, it feels like it's easier to talk about it. But then when I start talking, it gets harder for me to talk about. You guys probably experienced something like this before in your lives. So the first thing I want to do is just explain what happened when I went to his house, what my plans were. You guys might also hear some noises and things in the background. No, there's no insanely loud laughter right now, but there is noise outside. There's like the wind blowing. You noticed that in the other video, someone pointed it out. Shout outs to you, whoever that was. I don't remember. I think it was Gillette, Fraser, or it was Story Chan, or it was one of those people, one of you people, you people. All right, so I made a plan to go to Toshinari's house, and I decided that I would sing him his song that I've been waiting so long for him to hear. I was really nervous about the whole idea of getting in front of him and singing, especially since I can't really sing. My voice is not that great. And I was trying to figure out maybe if he had like a piano in his house so I could play my song, but I never actually saw one when I was actually at his house. So I know for sure like he probably doesn't have one, so I would just have to sing my song and hope that he'd like it. And I also brought I brought one of those chocolate boxes, one of those little hearts. And it was just a small thing because I don't really feel like he cares for sweets since he doesn't really put sugar inside of his coffee. If I'm going too fast too, guys, whenever I talk, let me know. I'll slow down so you guys are actually able to hear me better. So I shifted in front of Toshinori's house and I shift far away on purpose just to build up the anticipation of when I get there. After all, my punishment is over. I have my punishment, so I know. So now I know he's gonna, he's gonna welcome me with like open arms. So I walk over and I get ready to knock on the door, but then I stand out there for a few minutes and I sing my song a little bit to myself. And I don't know if he's just gonna open the door or if he's gonna snatch me in, or there's been times when I've gone there to Toshinari's house and he's basically just like kind of like that. So like I didn't know what it would be this time, but I know I missed him like heck because I hadn't been there since my punishment. Like I waited like 2 days for going back. He told me not to wait any longer than 3 days before coming back there. So that gave me like the assurance that it wouldn't be a problem later. He's not gonna say, "Well, why'd you wait forever?" Anything like that. And plus, since he was putting only us in this world together now, I really wouldn't have to worry. That is so loud, guys. You hear it? So loud. I hope it's not like too loud and you guys can actually hear what I'm saying. So maybe I move a little closer? Should I move closer to you guys? No, no, that's creepy. I'm not gonna be creepy. Anyway, so I knock on his door and I'm standing there in like anticipation. I'm kind of like bouncing. I have like my hands behind my back. I'm waiting for him to open the door so that I can, throw my arms around him, give him lots of hugs and kisses, and tell him I got the chocolates for him. And I thought of making homemade chocolates, but I've only ever done it like one time in my life. Something like homemade chocolate should do that for the person you love. It's a thing that I think it actually exists in real life over in Japan. I'm not really sure. I've only ever seen it in like the animes. You were right, Pastere. I've seen it in that one. I think the guy she liked, I forget what his name was, but I think she made the chocolate for him. But he was kind of like one of those like something there, guys. So anyway, back to the shifting. I'm so sorry, like I like drifted away. I knocked again, and I'm standing out there and I'm waiting because I'm like, what is taking so long for him to open the door? And after a while, I get impatient because I'm pretty sure I've been standing there for like 15 minutes. So I knock again and I wait and wait and wait, and he doesn't open the door, and it's been like 20 minutes. So finally, I decide, maybe he's not home. Um, I can probably just break in his house while he's not there. I mean, after all, we're going together now, and it's not really yandere because I'm not yandere, but I'm willing to go inside of his house and at least like just poke around a little bit. Hey, maybe I'll be able to find like my undergarments that I'm missing. Maybe I'll be able to figure out what happened to them, or maybe he just, I don't know, maybe he throws them away. Who knows? Anyway, I know the door is locked anyway, but I twist the knob, and to my surprise, it's already unlocked. I thought that was kind of weird. And then I thought maybe he's pulling one of my tricks, like when he wasn't home that time, and how I closed it. Remember that night when I wrote my apology letter for drugging him and how I said it was an accident? Well, this time, the door like slowly started to open. So I'm like, okay, the door is opening. He's not here, but it's unlocked. So I walk in slowly, and guys, as soon as I walk in, like these red rose petals start falling down on me. And I can't help but like laugh, like I giggle a little bit. I'm looking up, I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe he did this. Like, what the heck? Like, it was a lot too. Like, I don't know how he like, I don't know how he managed to put the bucket up there because it was in a white bucket. There wasn't even like anything. The bucket wasn't like sparkly or special. It was just a regular bucket with rose petals in it. And I was just like, how did he make it so that thing didn't just fall on my head? Like how did this bucket just not flop right on my head when I walked in and I got, bumped in the head or something. So like after the rose petals like fell down. By the way, I was like spinning around in them because like it felt like a fairy tale, like it's falling down. And like so I kicked off I had on I wore the wedge heels like the kind I wore that time when I did that very bad thing to Toshinori in public. The thing I got myself in trouble for. Chased around in the woods in the backyard. Oh, that was a nightmare. Don't think about that. Anyway, so I walk all the way in and I notice there's a trail of rose petals. And the rose petals are kind of like a map. It's leading to like different areas of the house. So like the first trail leads to like the table. And at the table there's like coffee there. And the coffee is like steaming. And then like the trail leads up to the counter. Like there's a market on the microwave. There's a note and it says like "eat me." The cup on the cup it says like "drink me." I walked over and I picked up the coffee and I took like one sip out of it and it was like perfect. It was just how I make it, which means you must really pay attention to how I like my coffee. So then like I put it down. At first I was kind of skeptical about tasting the coffee because I didn't know if it was drugged or not. But then Toshinori did say that he would stop doing that from now on. He just um, you guys know what he said he'd do. Anyway, I go to the microwave, I open it, and it has like breakfast in it. And I touched the eggs, they're a little bit cold. And I think that's because I was waiting outside all that time. I think he knew the moment I got there. He just decided just to wait so that I can. And I was almost tempted, like, after that, just to run into the room and just pounce on them and kiss and hug him. And I mean, he's pounced on me before. He has. He's just pounced on me. Like, I opened the door and he just grabbed me one time and just pulled me in the house and, did whatever. So I continue to follow the trail. The trail leads over to the couch, and it says like sit here, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, okay, so why am I still, sitting here? And then like I look at the rose petals that's leading to his room, and I think should I go to his room? Did he want me to just lounge here? I think that's what he wanted. He wanted me just to lounge there. So I walk over to his room. I'm following the petals through the hallway to the dark hallway and his door is like shut. And I'm like, okay, his room door is closed. That's weird. And so I hesitate a little bit and I like push the door and it like slowly like creeps open. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. Yoshinori is sitting there in a tie and a suit, and he has a rose in his hand, and he's holding it out to me like this. I thought that was like the cutest thing in the world. I ran over and like hugged him. He like spun me around, and it felt like, guys, it felt like a fantasy. Like it felt like something out of a book, like out of an anime, like a romance anime that where nothing ever happens bad, only good stuff happens. Also, I'm gonna be keeping a track on the time too because I don't know. I mean, I feel like this video, I don't want to like make it too long, but I do need to tell you guys all the details this time. Not like R-rated stuff, just in general, like because remember this is 2 videos. So he like, do I have the hiccups? Oh my gosh, I might have the hiccups. I'm so sorry. This never happened to me before in a video. I've never just had the hiccups just pop up. Okay, make them go away. Hiccups go away. Hiccups go away. Okay, good. He spin me around, and then so then we're making out, and then he goes, um, "Let's go back to the couch. I have something there." So he carries me back into the living room, which I wasn't expecting. I thought we were just gonna, yeah, what happens. Um, so we're sitting there, and he like puts me on the couch, and he's like, and he reaches like underneath his underneath his sink, and I guess he had like this machine under there, and I couldn't see what it was. He plugged it in. It was basically like this spa machine, and I'm like, oh my god, this doesn't look like anything out of this world. Like I've never seen anything like it. And I'm like, did someone make this for you? And he didn't say anything. He just like smiled at me. And he's like, put your feet in here. So like now he's like giving me like a pedicure. And guys, for a guy like him, this big, huge guy that just takes down like enemies, not doing this for me. I was just like, oh my gosh. And then he didn't even do it that long though. He only did it for like 5 minutes. Like seriously, like it was like he wanted to do all this nice stuff for me, but I kind of felt like he couldn't wait to like get my clothes off or something because I really didn't get to spend any. I mean, as soon as I put my feet in there, I, no lie, like I was in there for probably like 1 minute. Then he pulled my feet out and he's like, "Okay, time for your massage." And I'm like, and he hurried up and just put. He didn't even like empty it out. He just left it there. He like gave me a massage. He did it for like 5 minutes, and then like he's like, "Okay, enough of that." And he carries me to the room, and then he's like, "Cotton candy doll." And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's standing like right here, like right in front of me, and I'm looking up at him, and he's like, "I have something else for you that I want to give you." And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "What do you want to give me?" And then he's like, "Before I do that though, I want to talk to you first." And I go, "We don't need to talk." And I kiss him and stuff, and we start making out again. He goes, "Wait, Cotton Candy, now this is important. I have to tell you this." And I go, "What is it?" And I'm like just gushing right now. I'm just like, wow, I can't freaking believe this, guys. And he's like, "I want to give something to you, something special that you really, really want, that you've wanted for like a really long time. But um, if I do this, I'm gonna tell you later what I want. But it's not until after you agree first." And I was like, this sounds familiar. This sounds like you guys remember my other video where uh, I shifted to his house. This was like a week or 2 weeks ago, something, and he said like something similar to this. Oh, the punishment thing. I can't tell you what it is until after you choose, like that kind of thing. So now I'm getting like suspicious and weary. And I'm like, okay, what is it? And then I go, wait a minute, I forgot to give him his stuff. So I'm like, Toshinari, wait right here. He goes, Cotton Candy, that wait. So I run in there and I grab the chocolates, and I grab my song. And I know the song by heart, but I just wrote it down because I figured I would probably be so nervous I might forget the words in front of Toshinori. So like we go back to his room. I go in there and like he's like fully naked, guys. I mean, he's like fully naked, and he's like, he's like ready, he's like erect. And so like I walk up to him, and he's like, "I'm Kenny, that I wanted to tell you this," and I'm like, and I had the chocolate in my hand, I'm holding it, and I'm like, I froze, like, and then he took it out of my hand, and he like set it down, and he goes, "What's this?" I'm like, um, "This is something special for you," and he says that down too, and I'm like, I kind of wanted to, and then he like interrupts me with kissing me. So like we're making out again, we out a lot. It's never just like a normal kiss, like a mwah. It's always like I have to like that, like attack that kind. And he goes, "Kind Candy, I want to give you a special gift this time." And I'm thinking like, what is so special? Like, what is the thing that I want most? What is going to drive me? He said again, like, I want to give you something that you really want, and you've been wanting this for a really long time. But he's naked, and I'm like, I mean, we've already done everything there is to do. Like, what else could I do? Like, what else? You know, you guys know what I mean. So I'm just like, I don't know what he's gonna say to me, guys. I know I'm building up the anticipation. Ha 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 ha. Ha. Are you guys excited about what he's gonna do? I know I didn't want to give you guys any spoilers. I actually didn't put down too much in the thumbnail, but the thumbnail is like almost like completely accurate. The thumbnails usually are. I probably shouldn't tell you guys that either. Anyway, continue. So he says, all right, so this is what I'm gonna do. And I go, what? And I'm like, and I'm kissing him and I'm leading him to the bed for one day because it's Valentine's Day. For just this one day, I'll be yours this whole day. And guys, I'm just like, what do you mean he'll be mine? He's already mine. He's already. And I'm like, oh, you'll be mine? Like, you'll let me do what I want? That's what he means. He means to let me do whatever I want. I'm like, oh my God, he's going to let me do whatever I want. And then he's like, yeah, he's like, I mean that I'll become yours, but you have to promise that you'll be mine every single day, every single night, that you'll come back every night and that you'll give yourself to me. And I'm like, I do that. Like, I do that anyway. He goes, no. He goes, Cotton Candy, you need to give yourself to me. And I go, okay, And I'm like, I don't understand, like, what he's, like, I don't understand what he's getting at, per se. And then he goes, I want you to willingly give yourself to me. No fighting. No, no pushing me away. No, you can't touch me there type, reaction from you. I want you to give yourself fully. And so now I think I understand what he means. Like, there are times, sometimes when I like, he'll go to touch somewhere and I'll like stop his hand from touching me there, or like he'll like, he'll do something sudden, like reach at my face, and I'll kind of like jerk away. And it's not because I don't like him. I'm like head over heels in love with this guy. It's not that I don't like Toshinori. That's not why. I think it's just a reflex. I'm not used to having that kind of affection all the time. I'm not used to someone loving and caring for me in that way. And I'm definitely not used to public affection. Because you guys saw at the carnival at our date how I was like embarrassed and nervous after the kiss. And I was like looking around to see like if someone saw. Kind of like that. So then I go, I wanted to be like, yeah, definitely. But then I thought about it and I'm like, I don't want to lie to him. I don't want to tell him yes if I can't do it. And so then I get ready to speak and he goes, Cotton Candy, I completely trust you. So I'm willing to let you do whatever you want just for today. He goes, I trust you completely. I know that you would never hurt me. And he's like, I hope that I will never hurt you. And I hope that you know that you can trust me in the same way. I would never bring harm to you. And I kind of mumble, like, you're yonder, I go. And he goes, what was that? I didn't hear. And I go, because I love you, though. Say like you're yonder, I don't know. This is a perfect mood, and I don't want to ruin it, guys. And he goes, kind of candy now. Do we have a deal? So then I'm like, fine. I go, Toshinori, I can't promise you. I will try my best to do what you're asking, but I can't make any promises because everything I said, those reactions from me, I said, those are reflexes, not because I'm not controlling that 90% of the time. And he goes, I understand. You need to get more used to me. And I know that's going to take some time. He goes, but I'm going to ask you this too. He goes, do I have permission from you to restrain you before? And I'm like, what? Your words are kind of weird. And he's like, I want to use restraints just in case. He said, you're having trouble then. I mean, with restraints, you can't really stop me, right? From doing anything. And I'm like, yeah, I can. He goes, I'll be able to touch you. He said, even if you struggle against the restraints, I know that would make you progress. And I'm like, does that really make sense? What? Am I really going to agree to let this guy, like, but I'm like, it's like, I might as well try. I mean, he said he won't hurt me. He says I can trust him. And I believe him. He didn't poison my coffee. He said he wouldn't anymore. So I kind of have like no choice but to like kind of. Plus, I'm willing to do whatever right now so that he'll give himself. Because Toshinori, holy cow, I never thought he would ever try to give himself to me, like ever. Like I thought that park time I spent with him, we were at that carnival. I thought that was the only time I would ever get to touch him again. Like I didn't think he would ever let me do it. Time check. Okay. And then he goes, okay, well, he said, as long as you promise me. He's like, say it, cotton candy. I want to hear the words. I want to hear your words. I want to hear you say it. And I go, okay, I promise. He goes, you promise what? And I said, I promise I will be yours every night. I said, for the whole. He goes, no, not for the whole. Just you'll be mine forever. And I was like, I'll be yours forever because we're in love with each other. And I'm going to be with him for the rest of my life. So I agree to what he says. And then he said, okay. And so then he lets me lead him to the bed. Oh my gosh, guys. So like we started making out and I started to touch him. And then I like run my hands through my fingers through his hair. And he's not like stopping me, he's letting me do it. And then I kiss him again. He like kisses me back. And then I go down to where his huge monster is. And I like put my mouth on because I couldn't wait. And now he's making these noises. Oh my gosh, he's making these noises, turning me on. I'm just like, because and he's like, I don't know. I feel like he's really enjoying this. And he goes, I have a confession. And I go, okay, what's your confession? And he's like, the real reason I was angry with you at the carnival. And I'm like, do you want to talk about it? He goes, no, I don't want to talk about it. And so like I'm touching him and he's like struggling and I'm like, he's like struggling. His face is like turning like red. And I'm like, oh my gosh, he's reaching his climax while he's telling me guys. And he goes, I was angry because I couldn't just throw you on top of the table and take you in front of everyone. He goes, it would have ruined my He says, "What if you were my my hero image instead of the symbol of peace? I would have become like the symbol of porn. Completely, you would have disgraced me in front of everyone." And I'm like, and he's saying all this to me, and I'm like, I like his words. I like what he's saying to me. So then, like, he goes, "Kind candy doll." I'm like, "What?" He said he loves me, and I like kissed him, and then like, so I got what I wanted from him. I'm just gonna cut it off there. I'm not gonna like share all the like messy details that you guys still need. You know, I got his love milk. Love milk is so much better when it's like, okay, so in order for the like in order for you to get like the full effect of it, it's actually better if you get the hot beef injection. It is because that's it's gonna do the best for you as far as like Prozac, seriously. So like we had our so after that we had our time. He goes, "Okay, so this was what you got to spend the whole day with me." So basically I got to spend the whole day doing whatever I wanted, like rode him. He lasted the whole night. Oh my gosh, he lasted the whole night. So then like before I left, he's like, um before I left, we decided to take a bath together. And I was like, I can't believe I'm actually taking a bath with him. Like I would never like ever do that. Like ever. Bath time for me is like it's kind of like a sacred thing and it's not really something I share and I don't know. It's just not. And then, you know, we ended up doing it again. I mean, he's just too close to me, gosh. Just like a magnetic pull, I swear. And so like I left there and I was like super like excited. Um and then I went to work the next day and I thought about him all day at work. And I thought about what I would do when I got home. And then I remembered I didn't I didn't sing his song to him or anything like that. So okay, so this is the second time I shifted back. Okay, we're gonna jump to that. So this was that whole night. We were just all over each other. So then the next day when I went back to his house, you know, I walk in and all the petals and all the stuff is cleaned up or whatever. I just walk in, like I stop knocking because there's no point in knocking at the door anymore. And I go, Toshinori. I'm like standing in the doorway and there's like no answer, guys. And I'm like, Toshinori. And I'm still super like excited. I'm just like, I came here in this thin gown because I already knew I expect to come there and you know, it gets warm, just love milk. So I hear like a noise and I'm like, what is the weird noise that I'm hearing? And I walk over and like the shower is going. I'm like, he's taking a shower? Okay, well, I guess I'll make breakfast if he's taking a shower. So I basically make us breakfast. He comes out. He's wearing like a towel and he's like, "Hi." I'm like, "Hello, Toshinori, my love." And he repeats back to me, he goes, "Toshinori, my love." I'm like, yeah. So then, guys, I start singing my song. And I'm telling you guys, I'm so embarrassed to sing it to him. I know my face was like turning red. And like he walked over and he like brushed my hair out of my face and he's I love you so much. And I was like, I love you too. And then we kissed again. I know it's just all mushy stuff. So anyway, we make our breakfast and everything. We have our breakfast. We're at the table. I'm eating, and he goes, "I think I'm full now." And and I go, "Oh wait, I need to." I was like, I want my coffee," and he's like, "No coffee today." He goes, "It's time for dessert," and he like pulls me across the table, like starts making out with me, and he takes his towel off and he like carries me to the room, and like so my I didn't really wear undergarments under my thin gown because I'm only going to Toshinori's house. We're the only two people in the world, right? Um, but you know, my happy moment was instantly like torn apart. It was literally torn because he freaking tore my he tore my gown off, and I like protested. He goes, ah ah ah. He goes, remember, no more protesting. So then like he reaches for my face and I'm like, and I can't help it, guys. I kind of like jerk a little bit because it was sudden. I mean, what the heck? And he's like, cotton candy down. I'm like, what? He goes, nothing. And we're still making out. So then he gets ready to put his hand, like near like my back area. And I grab his hand and he goes, there you go, stopping me again. I thought you said you would become mine and you'd be willing. And I was like, oh, that's right. Sorry. And I was like, yeah. No, I am yours. Like, I'm yours. And then I make out with him again. And he's like, I didn't realize I had, guys, I didn't realize I had this issue. Like, I have like some kind of intimacy issue. Like, I just don't want people to touch me everywhere. Like, I have a problem. See, I have these walls and I have these boundaries in place, and it's like trying to cross them is kind of like I succeeded in the baths. So I thought I succeeded. Like I thought I was fine, but I guess it's gonna take a little more time. So he was just like, "I'll be right back," and I go, "What?" And he's like, hmm, hmm. He has like this dark, menacing laugh, and then he like smirks. I'm like, "What?" And he goes into his closet and he pulls out these like handcuffs, and they have fur on them. And he's like, it's going to be okay. I'm going to use these restraints on you because you seem like you're having trouble letting your guard down and letting yourself get used to me. So in order to do that, I'm going to put these on you and they're going to help you overcome. Okay. And I'm like, Toshinari, I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for this. And he's like, ready or not. Guys, it's so funny, you know that? Like, he keeps reminding me that he remembers everything from our time that we met and from like the award ceremony. He's reminding me of that. I think that's what the Ready or Not is from. It was like when I was hiding from him. I swear. So then like he shackles my wrist um to like his bedpost. And I was like sprawled out on the bed. My gown is ripped. By the way, he didn't bother to just take it off. He left it ripped on me. So imagine the mental image of your dress so gown ripped down the middle, okay, the bow and everything like messed up, and me laying there like sprawled on the bed. So then I like put my legs together because I'm like, I don't know if I really like this. Like it's not I don't trust him, I love him, but it's like I don't know that I'm ready for this. So then he's like, which part of you should I mess up first? And I'm like, oh. Anyway, I don't need to go into any more detail, but basically, um, yes, I agreed to become his every night. But I told him, I'm not going to be able to shift to you every night. Like, I have to work. Also, how am I gonna? I need the time to get like, I need time to like recover from you, dude. You're freaking huge, okay? And like, I can't take it every night. Like, I can't. I'm gonna lose my voice, and like, I'm not gonna be able to talk to people, and I have to be able to talk to people. Like, um, long story short, he said he liked my song. Um, that was the best part. Yeah, I came back here like a wreck, like my hair, makeup, everything. Like he really did mess me up, and not in a bad way, though, in a good way. I'm glad I wasn't in any type of trouble because I always feel horrible when I come back here. Doesn't matter how good of a time we had, it's just always something like I think it's because of the heaviness I feel after that, but I'm so glad I'm like in so much bliss right now. But like I feel like I made a deal with the devil because now he said, now I gave him permission now to like restrain me. And it's like I really wasn't thinking about that before. Like it really wasn't, guys. And then I was like, I don't really have a choice. I agree to do what he says. I mean, I know he wants to have like a serious relationship with me. I get it. I get it. And I know I needed to work on like my boundaries and stuff with him, but at the same time, it's like, eh. Anyway, I need to find a way to like. I don't want to get myself punished. I don't want to try to get back at him. I mean, I'll be damned if I have to play that stupid game again. Ugh, it's the cringiest thing in the freaking world. I swear. I told you guys about my whole love story and um, my time with him, being with him. And I feel like that I shouldn't have made that deal with him, but I really wanted him, guys. I wanted him so bad. And you guys should have seen his face. The noises he made. That cotton candy doll. And so the look on his face when I saw him struggling to hold in his O, the way it all came out. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. Like it was better than being underneath the table trying to hide and not being able to see his reaction. Being able to see his face. Now I know what he looks like when he's like released. Like now I know what the relief looks like on his face from all like the pent upness in him. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I definitely made like a deal with like the devil. I know he's gonna use that now. He's probably gonna try to like every time I come there, he might try to like tie me up or something and say like, "You said I could do this" or something. What did I do? Gosh, what did I do? I wasn't thinking, guys. I just made the deal without thinking. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll skip out going to his house tonight. I don't know. I said I would come there every night, but I can't come every night. I mean, I'm gonna have to talk to him. I'm gonna have to talk to him again. I mean, I really There was something else too. Um, freaking forgot, guys. I can't freaking remember what I was gonna say. Yeah, I sang my song to him. He was excited. I mean, did I make this big deal? I don't know how big. I don't know like if this is gonna become like a problem for me in the future. But I think he is Yandere. Like, it's definitely Yandere. I just don't know how he plans to use this, guys, like against me. I don't. It's not a bad thing. Like, it's not. Like, it's completely a good thing. I keep telling myself it's a good thing because I'm like scared. I don't know. Who knows? He just use a syringe if he needs to. Oh my gosh. So, guys, do you think I made a mistake? Do you think I made like? No, I mean, I need to learn how to trust him. I need to have that trust. And this is how I have to do it. Oh my gosh, I had something else I wanted to say, but I don't remember. It's like it's like right there. I can't remember. It's so important though. What was it? I can't remember because I have to tell you guys in the next video. I don't know. For some reason, I just cannot think of it right now. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Um, I'm not going back there tonight. I mean, I can't because I was already there, and I might as well not come home. And if I go there, I might as well skip work. If I go there again tonight, I'm gonna be too sore to walk or anything. It's getting better. I have like an issue though. I know he wants to find my pleasure button. He keeps mentioning that, and I think he definitely wants. I think that's his next goal, guys, is to find it. He hasn't found it yet. Yeah, you guys know that. If you translated the German, so if you guys translated my German sentence in my other video, I don't remember if it was the one where I drugged him or it's not the one where I drugged him. I think it's after I drugged him. If you guys translated what I said in German, I think that's his next goal. I'm just not ready to hand over that kind of power to him. But then again, I'm not really sure I would know. But there's an issue. If I do like a live video, guys, I'll tell you this personal thing that I found out this year from my mom. I don't know why she waited so long to tell me. She said that she didn't think about it. But this would have been really important to know. Like, yeah, for my relationships, it would have been really important for me to know this. So maybe next time, my next video, when I go back to Toshinori's house, I'll do a live premiere, and then I can tell you guys in there because all of the chat, all of the ones from the chats get deleted, so it won't just be out there. um. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys. But yeah. Um. And maybe I'll sing my song for you guys too if you guys want to hear. But I mean, I'm not a good singer, so don't expect to hear like Mariah Carey. All right. I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to give me a like a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you're notified of other videos. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.